What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to take you guys to Shelton, Connecticut. I received some video footage from Scott, who noticed what he's calling a different star in the nighttime sky, and boy is it different once he zooms in on this thing. You'll definitely want to stick around for that. Also, I'm going to share with you guys a strange light in the nighttime sky, video footage submitted by Christopher, and it looks like this thing is on fire, and it's doing a 180-degree turn in the nighttime sky. Super bizarre video. You'll definitely want to stick around for that one too. But first, over here at the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Mike out of San Francisco, California. Big old jumbo halo high in the sky above San Francisco. Almost looks like a giant lens or a telescope looking down into the atmosphere of planet Earth. Once again, photo by Mike out of San Francisco. Coming over to the Space Weather Prediction Center, looking at the GOES X-ray flux. Not too much going on in the last 48 hours. Here's a look at the Earth-facing side of the sun. Video footage also submitted by Scott out of Shelton, Connecticut. This is from yesterday, looking at the active regions and sunspots facing planet Earth, and right there they are. Right now, the Earth-facing side of the sun is relatively quiet. Of course, that could change as we move forward in time, but right now, there's the majority of the sunspots that are facing planet Earth. Checking in on the power outage situation over here at poweroutage.us, still showing 14,600 customers without electricity in Texas. Once again, that is from the recent inclement weather. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. All in all, pretty quiet compared to the last 2 or 3 days. The activity over here in the northwestern quadrant's even quieted down some. So all in all, pretty quiet at the supervolcano caldera. And a quick look at the earthquake swarm in Northern California. The orange circles represent earthquakes in the last 24 hours, and those have been small earthquakes under 3.0 in magnitude. So for the time being, the activity in Northern California has slowed down some. Wildfires in Canada have not. Look at the most recent map over here at zoom.earth. This is a satellite view from within the last couple of hours, and these are wildfires that are currently underway in Alberta and British Columbia, Saskatchewan, and these things are getting larger, and you can see the smoke plume traveling well over 2,000 miles, pretty much all the way across Canada. Those are some very large wildfires, and here's a look at a map that shows all of the active wildfires. The red circles are the largest ones that are currently underway, and that definitely aligns with what we're seeing over here, once again, at zoom.earth. Checking in on the water situation at Lake Mead. What a sight to see. 14 plus days in a row of positive change. And looking at the water level graph, this is of the last 12 months. You can see it's higher this year than it was this time last year. And here's why the water levels continue to rise at Lake Mead and Lake Powell. The rivers that are feeding Lake Mead are running at 166% of the May 15th average. And the same situation's occurring at Lake Powell. It too has seen a vertical increase in the overall water content, more than 14 days in a row of positive water change at Lake Powell, and the same situation is occurring at Lake Powell. The rivers feeding Lake Powell are running at 162% above the May 15th average. So that is awesome to see. The large reservoirs that are on the Colorado River are increasing instead of decreasing. I want to take you guys now down to Florida. I want to share with you a video that was submitted by Master Z90 of a recent rocket launch visible from Florida, and this is a typical rocket launch. There's nothing nefarious about this video. I just want to use it for comparison purposes. Right there you go. There's a good look at a rocket launch visible from Florida at 3:33 in the morning. I want to show you guys something else that looks like it could have been a rocket or something in the sky. I don't know. I'll leave this up to you guys to decide. The video footage was sent in by Christopher, and I'm waiting to hear back from Christopher on the exact location of this video. But notice as this thing starts out, you're going to see this object, whatever it may be, going across the sky horizontally. You're going to see it turn vertical and do a 180-degree turn in the nighttime sky. Here it goes. It's going horizontally across the sky. There it goes vertical, and then here in just a second you're going to see it go backwards. Check this out, and I'm going to zoom in and give you guys a much closer look at this thing. I don't know that this is a rocket. I have no idea what this is. I've never seen anything quite like it, and I've never seen rockets go up and do a 180-degree turn and go backwards in the nighttime sky, but that's what this thing here is doing. So it's probably not a rocket, just something bizarre in the nighttime sky. And Christopher, if you happen to see this video, send me an email on where you saw this in the nighttime sky. That would be really cool. Here I zoomed in and modified the version over here on the right. The version on the left is the original. I just simply zoomed in. And here's a close-up view of whatever this thing is kind of crawling through the nighttime sky. Kind of resembles a rocket, but you can see it has like broken features on the back of it. The light flow or whatever it is behind this thing that's creating light is not consistent. See how it's kind of broken in places? That's why I shared this video of the rocket launch from May 4th. That's clearly a rocket launch. That's unmistakable. This thing here, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. I just kind of compared it to a rocket launch, but the maneuvers it was doing in the nighttime sky and its overall appearance don't necessarily look like a rocket launch. And what you're about to see here doesn't necessarily look like your typical star. Video footage submitted by Scott out of Shelton, Connecticut from May 14th of 2023. And here we go. He saw this off in the distance. He zoomed in. Obviously, it's a little out of focus, but all in all, you get the idea. It looked like a pink star off in the distance. This wasn't a planet. It wasn't an airplane or a helicopter. It was stationary. And as you're going to see when he zooms back out, it does look like a star just sitting off in the distance. An unusual star at that. I don't know what these lines represent, but all of those lines are at the same exact angle. Again, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. I just found this super weird, and so did Scott. And in the email that he shared with me, he just put that this was a different type of a star in the nighttime sky. And as he zooms out, as he retracts away from this object, you're going to be able to see that it's clearly in the nighttime sky. Here's the neighborhood lights. There's a street light there, a couple of street lights over here, and then there's this thing off in the distance that was apparently pink when he zoomed in on it. That's the color it became, and even at this distance right here, you can kind of tell that it's not white, it's kind of a pink color, and it is indeed a different type of star or something that he noticed in the nighttime sky from Shelton, Connecticut. Thank you, Scott. Greatly appreciate that. Here's something that was recognizable. Photo sent in by S. Jacobs out of South Carolina. Just had to share this one here. This is of the Whirlpool Galaxy, and it was taken by S. Jacobs out of South Carolina using a Vivin telescope. And here's another view, a little closer view of the Whirlpool Galaxy, otherwise known as M51b. There it is right there, kind of up close, and it has a companion, or it's devouring a smaller galaxy that's right next to it. But really super cool image by S. Jacobs out of South Carolina. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website, look for this red tab that says Have a Large Video. Simply click on the red tab, drag and drop your video into the red banner. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.